Alright, so just a couple hours ago, we received the official music video from 21 Savage for the soundtrack of Spiral, his official song that is going to be within the movie. But with this, as all tracks for movies and like their music videos go, they have released some new footage with it, a lot of them involving traps and aftermaths. And I'm here to talk about it all for you guys, to break it down. Now, I want to give a major possible spoiler warning for this video, because there is stuff I'm going to talk about in this video that could contain possible spoilers for Spiral from the Book of Saw. And there is one thing in this video that I talk about which is in fact a spoiler. A huge fucking spoiler. I managed to do some digging, I did some research and everything, and I managed to determine who a particular victim is, with confirmation from a few different things. When that part comes up in the video, I will give you guys a massive warning so that if you are looking forward to the movie and don't want any spoilers, you are able to click away for that due period of time to avoid the spoilers that will be played, or while this video is premiering live on YouTube with the live premiere, that you guys will be able to mute the audio as well. Because this is a huge fucking spoiler. And it's a particular victim and what happens to him, and the trap that it is fucking amazing, it seems. But here we are to break down the little things in regards to the new footage of traps and also the plot for Spiral from the Book of Saw from the 21 Savage music video. First thing I noticed right off the bat at the beginning of the video is that we get a shot of Chris Rock holding the original tape recorder, which was featured in all 7 of the previous movies, as well as Jigsaw, in regards to giving them the instructions in regards to the game. So that's making an appearance in regards to the iconic thing of probably giving the idea of, is Jigsaw back, is it not, is it a copycat, and whatever. You also get a brief look at Samuel L. Jackson once again being kidnapped to be put in his trap with what seems like cloth over his face with chloroform, just like we saw in that official clip the other day revealing the pig masks. But the big thing I want to talk about is the fact that this is going to feature a huge game within the movie. A game just like in, you know, Saw 3 or Saw 4, where we have a main protagonist going through and helping other people with their games. Jeff in regards to the warehouse sort of area, helping the girl in the freezer locker room. You've also got him trying to help the guy where called the pig vice, where it's all being ground up. He's going to die in pig guts from drowning and everything. It's going to be a similar situation because we see a shot in this trailer of Chris Rock walking into the exact room, shut up phone, where in fact his father is being hoisted up by his trap. This shows that Chris Rock is going to have to do something to help his father out, Marcus Banks, played by Samuel L. Jackson. And I'm very interested to see what this trap actually is. It was pointed out to me in the comment section the other day that looking at some stuff on his arms that look like IV drips from the shot in the previous trailer, even shown in this trailer, of the actual trap itself. Not only is he shackled by his legs and his arms and everything, but there also seem to be some IV type drips that are actually connected to his body going into his skin. For that, it seems to be from the red tint of these wires, supposed IV drips, that this might be a trap that is very psychological in the sense of draining his blood very slowly for a slow, painful, agonizing, sickening, inducing death. We later on cut to Chris Rock at the wall that we've seen many times throughout each trailer and TV spot of the spiral on the brick wall, where it then pans up to the top right, where in a fence you actually see the box that we've all been questioning what's inside. It is then revealed later in the trailer that this is actually the pig puppet that we've seen in the tape, and that was revealed in the last official trailer and a few clips over the last couple days. I did initially, in my official trailer breakdown, believe that this might have been one of the iconic pig masks, but you guys will write as per usual in regards to me just being stupid and not analyzing it enough, but it seems to be that you guys were right. It's not a pig mask, but it's the actual puppet itself. But I don't think this is the exact same box. I feel like at every single crime scene where a trap is taken place, or a game, that there is going to be a box of similar nature left there, such as the one that is delivered to the precinct that we see in the trailer, the one with the small USB stick in it, so on and so on. I still believe that in one of these boxes, like my initial, my theory video that I posted over 12 months ago as to what the Book of Saw really is, that inside that box, in one of them, there is actually going to feature an organ of sort, or in each box that is, mainly for the reason that the official title for the movie initially, when it was undergoing a secret production, its secret production name was The Organ Donor. We get a better look at the pig tape in regards to the new puppet in front of the car trap that we've seen in the trailers many times now, shown in almost every TV spot and trailer to date, which I called it from the static that was on the screen in the official trailer that was in fact a video, so there you go, you're welcome. We also see a shot of Chris Rock in a hoodie actually receiving an iPad or tablet in a bucket that is being lowered down to him from an apartment window. I'm very curious as to what this scene means. Maybe it's before what seems to be the undercover cop investigation of him going in and doing the shootout sequence that we've seen inside the trailers as well. But I don't know, maybe this is a flashback determining why he is a dirty cop and everything. Who knows? We also see a shot of Marisol Nichols as Captain Angie Garza and Chris Rock at a crime scene with a news crew around it, possibly referring to a trap that has taken place, and the news crew are wondering what the hell is happening. Is Jigsaw back? Is it something related to him, or is this a copycat? And I was wondering who her character was going to be, but it turns out that she is actually the captain of the precinct that Chris Rock is a part of. I was wondering throughout all these trailers as to who she is, what her relation to Chris Rock is, but when I looked on IMDb, she is actually regarded as captain. So therefore, you know, the police precinct's captain of Chris Rock and everything. So, cool, we've confirmed that now. We then see the shot of the guy who's later going to be put into what seems to be the train track trap, that we see him getting kidnapped by the same guy in the pig mask that we've seen in previous trailers. But due to a production photo released a couple days ago, we actually, if you zoom in very, very closely and very carefully, can make out a spiral on the hoodie, which makes me believe that this might very well be a cult. Not just one copycat, not just one killer, but a group of them, which is why so many games, so many traps are being set up and done all at once around the city. I have a feeling this might be Brad, Ryan, Dr. Gordon, Corbett, and maybe even Daniel Matthews from Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 7, and Saw 1 and 7. Because, you know, it was revealed in a director's commentary of Saw the Final Chapter, aka Saw 3D, that the two other pig mask people that were kidnapping Hoffman with Dr. Gordon was in fact Ryan and Brad, who were a part of the public execution trap at the beginning of Saw 3D. The reason I think it might be Corbett as well is she's a young girl who was the daughter of Jeff from Saw 3, but it was told to her not to trust the man that saved her in regards to Hoffman, and it might be a bit of payback following in the footsteps to, you know, get rid of dirty cops in the sense of what Hoffman was. And in regards to Dr. Gordon, well, that's obvious, and Daniel for the reason of who his father is. I don't know, I'll do an entire video talking about possible theories in regards to who the killers are. You know, I've already recorded it, but that's just sitting on fucking idle right now. I'll post it over the coming days. But it would make sense for this to be a cult of past survivors 10 years ago. We then get a better look at what seems to be the train trap, where the guy is hoisted up and is in a trap where he has to free himself, where he's got that big cage on his head, which looks like a metal plate is in his mouth making him bleed. To quote Amanda Young, "When I woke up, all I could taste was blood and metal." Seems to be a very similar situation in regards to taking inspiration from the reverse bear trap. But now he also, as I said in regards to why the blood was around his wrists and his hands in the official trailer, we never got a look at his restraints. In this we actually do. We see behind his back that he not only has barbed wire but also razor wire around his wrists, as I so, you know, theorized in the official trailer breakdown. We now even get a look at what seems to be that trap that is actually being carefully, you know, marketed as the trap that will rival Saw 2's The Needle Pit as the most fucked up and disturbing trap to date within the Saw series, and that seems to be within a meat locker, inside of a butcher's shop in the back room, where someone has been hoisted up and skinned. We get a look at the hand as well as his back very carefully, just very briefly, while an investigation with police tape and markings are undergo. We see a brief look at this, but this is where I get into my massive spoiler for this, because I have been able to do some research looking into behind the scenes photos to determine who the fuck this guy actually is, who has been strung up and killed within the skinning trap. So guys, if you're watching this live on the live premiere, please click away now, or even better, just mute it and look away for around about 30 to 45 seconds while I talk about it, because this is a massive spoiler. I have been able to determine who it is from a few simple details, but one of them is basically, you know, setting it in fucking stone. So we get a shot later on in the trailer of the aftermath in regards to blood splatters all over the floor as well as clothing. I'm looking at the suspenders, the the color of the shirt in regards to what the clothes were, as well as the tie on the floor. Initially, I was like, okay, that's Max Minghella. That's, you know, Chris Rock's partner. But the nail in the coffin as to me determining and setting it in stone as to this is, in fact, Chris Rock's partner, you know, look at his badge. Look at his badge very carefully in this set photo. If you zoom in very carefully on this set photo, you can see the numbers 9832 on his police detective badge. And then when you look at the police badge on the aftermath in the actual trap within the clothing, you can see the numbers 9832. That is his police serial number, that is his badge number, and it's the exact same badge, 9832, just like in that production photo with the badge around his neck, as well as the one on the floor within the clothing in the aftermath of the skinning trap. This is in fact Chris Rock's partner, who is going to seemingly suffer a very gruesome, psychologically disturbing, fucked up, uncomfortable death. This is a trap that I think is going to fuck people up, not just in regards to the viewing experience, but in the long run. This seems like this trap is the reason, I think, as to why this movie is getting an R rating or an NC-17 worldwide. This movie, I feel, just like Saw 6 in certain countries, is going to be banned and have to be played in adult theaters due to how fucked up this trap alone is going to be. But in regards to that car that we see that Chris Rock open up with a spiral on it, when he opens it up, he gets scared by something. In this shot here, we see that it's actually a pig carcass that falls out, symbolizing that they are pigs in regards to them being dirty cops. But not only that, the pig has always been a symbol for the Saw series ever since Saw 4, basically telling us why it is when John Kramer, kidnapped Cecil to put him in the knife cage trap. And then finally, we get a better look at that trap that was teased in the original teaser trailer of the guy with the head cage on his face, as well as the things attached to his fingers. This looks to be an aftermath of the actual trap itself. I'm looking at the burn marks all over his body, and in the other photos and videos that we've seen of the actual trap itself, the lighting has been a blue, sort of cold blue tint. And with that, looking at this picture as well, this seems to be the aftermath due to not only the red lighting, but also the red look of the water that he is actually laying in. This is a trap where it involves a lot of water in regards to him being electrocuted and seemingly have his fingers skinned and pulled off by wires. But with that as well, I'm looking at the fact as well of all the burns all over his face, his head. He has no hair anymore like he does in other pictures and videos that we've seen. So I believe this is the aftermath, and this guy does in fact die within this trap, and he fails his test. But guys, that is my breakdown for the Spiral official music video from 21 Savage in regards to new footage on the traps and also what the plot could actually mean and what's actually going on. A few more details. We're less than 2 weeks away from the movie now, and I can't wait to fucking provide my review for you guys. I'm really excited for that one, guys. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think of all the stuff that I've broken down, what you think they might mean, what they're leading to. What do you think of the traps that are being teased in this actual official music video and the better looks that we have gotten? Please comment down below, let me know, are you excited for Spiral? Please let me know as well, and what's your favorite Saw movie? Also, do be sure to follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Twitch to watch my live streams and keep updated with content coming to the channel. Do be sure to click the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when your videos are up every single week. Do be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.